we're good on sound. Check.
Yeah.
Dun,
Good on sound.
dun, 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 dun.
You know, you,
Can I get a little bit of auto tune on mine?
Yeah.
Oh.
Got any Melodyne?
throw the.
So you
How is it pronounced? Is it flanger or flanger?
I need a
Flanger.
compressor.
I've said flanger, but I wouldn't be
I think
surprised if
flanger's
someone was
just
like, it's
universal.
flangour.
Flangois.
Flangois, flanger,
It's like lingerie or it's lingerie?
flanger.
Algeria. Dude, that Letterkenny show, there was a dude that said statistic or statistic, and it fucking killed me.
Statistic.
Statistic. Fucking all countries.
It's fucking statistic.
Yeah, dude. Everybody knows them statistics
Oh,
don't
man,
matter.
I'll tell you what about them statistics, man.
They don't matter.
They-
Statistics matter, okay?
Exactly.
That's this t-shirt now.
Open this place up.
Oh. See,
Artie came to play. He is
dude,
so
I already
ready.
came to play with the intro. I'm actually glad I didn't have to do that. That was great. That was a relief. Thank you.
I was gonna say, you did that better than I do, man. I've never opened it up like
You
that.
guys can bring on Artie as a hype man.
I completely agree.
Hey, he's out there. He's out there
Shit, I
surfing.
danced on your amp last
He's
show,
done
okay?
it. He's definitely jumps up there.
Bro, you're like the Kelly Slater of crowd surfing, man.
Dude, we have pictures.
Whatever that means. I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
sure who's Kelly
I think I
Slater.
saw during
He's
the
a
fever
surfer,
the other
my
day.
man.
He's
Yeah,
a badass surfer.
Yep. I
That's
also,
you.
Like, stage dove.
He's actually
all
from the
across.
same town my girlfriend's from.
Oh,
Crazy.
Is that in
They got
Cali
like
or was it
no, Florida.
Florida? Huh?
They got like a little statue in the middle of town and everything.
He has a
surfboard.
statue.
It's fucking tight.
That's dope. Well,
His
I want a
family lives
statue.
there. His family, like, if I guess that they like knew his family for a long time. Her dad knows his family in some way, shape, or form. So he's
Oh.
like, "Oh, Kelly."
Oh
You know,
yeah.
it's
Oh
like-
yeah. It's just
you know,
another
the
kid on the
single
block.
Name, you know, he knows him by Kelly. Oh,
Well, what the fuck is up, guys? How y'all doing?
very good. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's really cool. Artie's been hyping y'all up for a while. And we've been wanting to get y'all in here. He's been very excited.
He's definitely been a friend and the man for a long time, so we're happy. Happy to have
Absolutely.
him behind us.
For all his listeners listening to the return of Artie, the ASMR guru, as I've called him before. There he is.
Ooh.
There he is. Yeah.
Yeah, if you're looking for love.
The lips of desire.
Okay.
He's turning red over here.
That's what you say,
We
man.
got calmed down.
Mega red.
Yeah, turning communist right here, right?
Oh shit! You look like the flag, buddy. Calm down. Can I say that? I probably can't say that.
It's okay.
Well, just so I know, I guess I just started listening to y'all's music a couple months ago. Artie's been showing it to me. It's badass, very impressive. How did you guys? How'd y'all get together and start making music?
Thank you. It's the story that we came together is actually really funny. I feel like me and our drummer were kind of like the proprietary souls when we were in high school, but that never actually was anything. Basically, we ran into these guys through different circumstances, and we're fairly just original members. I'd say Bryce is the only one that's ever been like the guy that came in and saved the day for us and learned a lot of stuff last minute and, you know, has been contributed ever since. So it's really, really nice. I mean, we basically have Galveston to thank because it brought Jake from California to us. It brought Joe, you know, him and his family from fucking Kirkendall land. Where is it? What was it? The crazy place called? Corsicana. Yeah.
Hey, Corsicana, Texas. My aunt used to live there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
the name. Every time we drive through, he's like, "We gotta go. We gotta stop by."
You know, it's funny because my mom thought it was funny to tell her friends this, but my landmark because I'm from Oklahoma, like Durant, Oklahoma, up there, like Texoma area.
Okay.
And whenever we'd be driving to Houston, we hit Corsicana. That was like the halfway point or whatever. And there's like this like D&W's adult video like on the side of Highway 69. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
dude. But that was like my landmark as a kid. I was like, "Oh, Mom, there's the video store." My mom's just
Right.
like, "Stop with that."
That's not
shit."
something you need to memorize.
You remember when I was little?
Yeah, I don't want you to hold on to that forever. And now here we are.
Yeah. Because I was talking about it with my friends. I was like, "Mom, you know, like the adult video store. That's like our landmark." And my
That's so
friends are just
funny.
like, "The fuck."
That's so funny. Yeah, and we ended up with Bryce because he was a good friend of Mike's and had come to our shows for years. Mike's actually from originally born in Holland, moved to Venezuela, and then came to America. It's either that or vice versa. I can't remember. He's either born in Holland, went to Venezuela, born in Venezuela, went to Holland.
So
then-
he got
then
bored
came-
twice.
No, well, maybe.
Yeah, he was rebirthed.
I was fixing to say they had to make the paper make sense somehow. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But he definitely is.
Can
is-
relate.
It's crazy. You know what I mean? If you think about all the people we could have met or ended up with, or you know what I mean. But it's fun. You know, to know that like the beginning of this has pretty much been how it is now, as everybody sits down and works on shit in their own time, and then comes in and like tries to write, and work stuff out. And these guys, especially like we talked about earlier, will sit there in the studio on Sunday nights and just make music, whether it's something that we need or want or not. It's just using their brains and stimulating themselves musically.
We try to use our brains most of the time.
Don't always have to, because then you just hurt yourself. But it's definitely fun.
Oh yeah. So for this new, so when did you guys release your album? This newer one.
September 2017.
September 29th, 2017, I believe.
It was the 29th.
Oh, sweet. 2017.
I remember it was a week before Labor Day.
9/29.
I remember.
Yeah,
So-
it's been out like for a year and
A
a half
while
at
now.
this point.
Yeah, I was fixing to say we're definitely trying to get the most out of it, because it was something that all of us put a lot of money and time and effort into and wanted to. And we still think that it's a good product. It's a good representation of ourselves, and we want not to be discouraged by the fact that we can't actually advertise like some of these bigger bands or people with money can do. We're just more on like the work ethic side of it. You know what I mean? Like you see our shows live, and that is more what speaks for itself than anything to us. Really,
Yeah.
that's what's most important.
Absolutely. Well, and that's also really cool though, because no matter that's been out for a while, even though that is, the more shows you play, more people show. It's still brand new
I was
to
fixing to say
everyone
it's
else.
new to the people who've never
Yeah.
heard it. You know what I mean? We can't, like I said, break ourselves down or hurt ourselves on the fact that somebody hasn't heard it yet, because the world is massive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No,
There's so
there's-
many ways.
Well, I mean, I can vouch for this for sure, especially with the Euro band. I mean, I had a few friends who like I dragged to the show. It's like, hey, I'm going to the show. They went to, and right now, like, I actually even tagged you and everything. Like on Twitter, the guy posted like, hey, listen to the track of like last year, and these your like Better Days from like your first EP, and he's just like, it's the best song I heard last year, and I just dragged him randomly your show with volumes and a burning
Man,
body,
yeah.
and like when your like PA went out, and you just played a half of set pretty much without PA.
We did
just
grounded acapella for like the first
Yeah.
half.
That was actually my favorite.
yeah,
That's,
it was
that's
good
one
show.
of the favorite
really
little
surprising.
clips or videos of like one of our live sets that we have for sure. We reference that often. That's a little fun thing. I don't see why we don't actually like have that recorded and just throw it as a
Hey,
backtrack.
what exactly happened? Like just the whole PA went out?
It was it was. Was it everything? I think
Yeah,
it was just vocals, wasn't
no,
it?
it was the whole PA.
Okay,
Like we
yeah.
had
Shit.
noise on stage from the guitars and the bass because we had amps on stage. But it went out for in the middle, like probably the first like 45 seconds of the first song. We had like no vocals.
Mega unfortunate
And,
for
like,
sure.
That's a big gap.
And honestly, like I thought I knocked something out for a minute. I thought I fucked up Brandon's mic somehow, and he was running around like back and forth between the microphones and stuff. But we ended up doing part of a song that started off with an intro that's more a cappella like that
It's
Brandon
just
does,
singing in guitar by itself.
and at least a good 20 to 40 people knew every word to it, and we didn't even play a guitar note. Like we just did the count in on the hi-hat.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, there's I think you posted a short clip on like in your Instagram or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, it was.
I caught it on a GoPro.
That was fixing to say. I just kind of had the notion to run onto the floor. And,
Yeah,
and
you just got in the crowd and hyped everything up.
Yeah, as we say, Mike was like in the middle of telling me to go, and I was already down there. He's like, "Awesome, let's do this." They can hear me right here if I'm right next to him. You know, hell yeah. All we need is hi hat.
Oh yeah, I mean, you just gotta make the best of the moment, though, man. That's
Exactly,
cool. You just gotta
and-
like, all right, this is it.
Especially in those shows where you're on something with a national, you have to be, consecutive with your time, and you can't be like inconsiderate to the other bands that are on it, as well as the people that are like paid, to be there, and that comes with all kinds of clout. And what do you think that you're doing with my chocolate?
Yeah, everybody heard the rapper.
bite of your strawberry bark.
It's like we're like low-key ASMR podcast.
It smells
it's okay. We
delicious,
just chew
and I can't
things.
turn back.
It's unfortunate. I just whipped it out of my pocket. No,
You can
It's just one of those things where you don't have any time to waste. You know what I mean? Like, you can't look at the sound guy and just kind of like tap your mic and be like, "Ooh, where's it at?" You know, that just makes us all look dumb and unprofessional. So
I mean,
just,
because you know he's looking. I mean, he's
doing
paid
something.
to be standing there.
yeah, exactly. He's gonna fix it in a second. Let's just keep going. You know what I mean?
Keep going. Just don't break hair. I don't know if y'all saw the video that's been going on the internet, but I guess like Paul Stanley's hair caught on fire. Like he's doing his like little solo tour, like him playing Kiss songs. He's dressed up by himself, and he's playing. You can tell he's probably wearing a wig. That's why he didn't feel it. But he was just, true professional, man. He's just playing, and one of the pyrotechnics go off, and then his back of his hair just catches on fire. But he's still playing, bro. He's not even missing a beat. He's been doing this shit for 40 years. He doesn't care.
I'd probably care a little bit if I was on fire.
be able to continue playing if my hair was on fire.
Just being honest.
To be honest with you, well, until two people came and like put it out though. So.
I was gonna say, if you got somebody paid to do it quickly, I mean, if you could trust them.
Well, I remember.
Maybe if I had Artie.
Yeah, well, I remember when you when you were recording your music video for the Courage, was it? You like twisted your ankle really bad, but you kept like recording a
Yeah,
music
I
video.
ended up hitting the into the hi-hat stand for sure. That sucked.
Yeah, you like step, bro. I think
was a
I
good
actually
giggle.
I got caught it on Instagram stories or something. We just like fell and you just like, couldn't.
You did. You were the one
I
person
wish
to catch
that would
that
go
perfect
away.
moment.
Yep.
Dude, were you the one that at No Sleep that got Joe like being crowd surfed and almost falling? Like being
Yeah,
dropped
I was
on
like,
his face?
oh, he's
You
up.
got the side view of him, dude.
Yes.
He always gets these crazy moments. I just watched Joe's
No,
face just go from like laughing and having the best time to holy shit,
Well,
these guys are gonna drop me on my head.
No, I wasn't recording. I was actually one of the guys like, well, let's pick him up. he's about to have a big moment in his life. I'm not sure if it's like
It was
that
almost-
public or not, but I was
Oh,
like, let's
man.
pick him up, and we just like start carrying him on. Like people like grab they pick him up by his legs, but they forgot to grab his back, so
His
we just
top
like
part.
almost like fucking drop him.
Oh my
Head down.
god. I watched it happen and I was really
Well, that
worried
VFW
by
is
it.
dangerous. They have the drinks. That lady pours hard, and it was way cheap, and I was there for way too long.
Had to go home and take a nap for a little bit first to get ready because that was hard.
Hey, so that show with that picture of Artie crowd surfing with your face super red, was that at y'all's show?
No, I
Where
think
was
it
that?
was Straight from the Path.
It's
show.
either one. I mean,
No,
we've
what's
got
that from-
pictures from both.
Well, but that one was I was
There's
crowd
one where
surfing.
you're like, "Ah," like looks like you're just like Viking screaming.
Bro, like
in
his
the
eyes
head.
are just like white,
Yes,
like no.
I guarantee you
colors.
that's
No,
no.
it's the
Sleep.
one
I gotta
that-
find that.
No, the one he's talking when I was actually like I staged off and it was Straight from the Path playing with what Silent Planet with them. It's satellite
That was the
bar.
one
is
in
a core-
November.
Yeah, that's the one he
No,
was
it was a
referencing.
secret group.
It's Secret Group, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But the VFW had one too because we
It's a
just
great
did some like I ended up on AMP where we cared some people.
Here's one. Yeah, I mean that's not him crowd surfing, but
Oh, y'all getting hyped before?
he's screaming in the mic.
I mean, whenever it was like my good friend Mac's birthday when we played at Satellite Bar too, when we like just had like a 3 Russian men pit.
The Satellite Bar.
Yeah. No,
When did we play Satellite? Oh,
No.
Konashi? Yeah. That was the last we played Satellite Bar. I was trying to remember the last time we played Satellite Bar. It's in September.
yeah, I think it was his birthday around that time. That's when.
He came to the. You're talking about Max, right?
Yeah, Max.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I was fixing to say, he came to the Wolf and Bear show.
Yeah.
That was in August. That was a good one. That one was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, we had. It's always that goddamn drunk, intoxicated guy on your stage, and then they yell at him.
We love that. we honestly encourage people to come on stage with us. Shit, if someone said they knew my part, I would let them take it.
It's like, please.
Okay, I'll learn. I can play bass. I can play bass a little bit. Come on, let's do this.
You know how bad Harold Love wants to come play bass on
Bro,
days?
I told him he could go up, and then my wireless kind of started shitting out, and I was like, nah, this isn't the set. So I owe him a
He's
better
definitely
days.
talked about it a bunch. I know he's ready. He's like mad confident.
I'm gonna give it to him for sure.
Do it, bro. Take over vocals. I'll take a
He
seat.
fucking takes that podcast part and just like holds it against me. He's like, you already said
He's
it.
edits
Bro,
it out.
I
He's
got
like,
you
hey man, you
recorded.
said it, bro. I
Yeah.
got you.
It's recorded.
Let's
This
record.
ringtone every time.
He's gonna hit me up right after this. Like, hey man.
At this point, it's literally history.
Well, so how long like y'all exist? Like an author poet as a unit,
As the current lineup since 2016.
and before that, because like I mean, the way I find out an author poet, like I never heard. I mean, I've been listening to the music, like this type of music for a while, the way I found out, I walked into the Bruce Brothers. Shout out Bruce Brothers. And I was wearing my Architects t-shirt. And your old guitarist, Mike. I just hear like someone yelling, Architects! And he was like, oh, I play in the band. And this is how I heard it. And it's been a while I couldn't get to see you live. And people kept like, and then like Jake, Joseph. And then I met Jake before I even see your band. And finally I got to see you, I think, like at VFW. And like this is the first time I actually got to see you.
The VFW show was
Yeah,
the
like the first time I
ever?
got to see you, it was at
It was
VFW.
a good set, but
It was-
good lord.
Well,
That's when we played in the small room.
Oh man, when the floor got hella
Slippery.
sweaty and slippery,
Yes,
I
yes.
swear to God, that was the like it was the slip and slide show.
Dude, anybody
I want
fall?
to say that
oh,
Blake
we
fell.
told people to chill out. Like honestly,
yes, I felt Blake, Chris.
The kid that proposed to his girl the next day at So What Fest.
yeah. Yeah, you got, like-
or South by Southwest or
Yeah, he was
something.
actually on podcast.
Who?
Was he
It's
really?
the guy who makes stickers with naked girls. What's his name?
Oh, Brandon?
No, the Hugo Kombucha. Who does kombucha?
Oh, Yin. Yeah.
Ian,
Tony.
yeah. Tony, yes. Like
Yeah.
Tony was at that show. He kept falling and
I
like
was gonna say he was really nice. He was into it, dude. I saw him fall one time. And I was like, "Oh, everybody, calm down." It's scary.
He's like, yeah, dude.
And, I mean, I remember Chris, the cook from Bruce Brothers. He was falling too. He was at the pit as well.
Oh yeah. Love Chris. Well, that's so crazy. That's funny.
It's like the first show.
Let's see. I don't know if that was our first show. I was fixing to
No.
say we've done.
No, you've done some before. It's like the
yeah.
first time I got to see you.
Oh, heard. That was the
If
first
it
time.
matters, but yes, the first time
so-
I already got.
No, I heard. Now it's in my memory banks. That's so funny.
What was y'all's first show?
It was Riptide, and
Wow.
we had 3 songs, Joe. We had
That was a long time.
we had Our Year, but no, fuck, it was Given a Chance before it was called Given a Chance, and Our Year So Far and Given a Chance. That's what it was. Yeah. And that's it. It was an open mic night, and I think Colton walked up to us practicing in Joseph's garage, and he was like, "Do you guys want to fill a spot?"
Oh,
We're like, we've been practicing for like 2 weeks, and we have like a couple songs. Maybe we can do something, but I mean, would that piss anybody off to just walk into a bar with a whole bunch of loud ass shit? And he's like, "No, who cares?"
fuck it.
It's interesting to have an open mic with a heavy band. Like you just walk in
With,
and just
with a bunch of shit.
yeah, like
Nobody
hey, this is
knows.
just gonna be a quick one song. Let's bring like
It's like,
I think it'd be hilarious to bring like stadium equipment all the way over there. Like I'm talking like multiple 8x10s, like you have,
pyros. Like this is
Right.
like sign up and then move the equipment in once you're like guaranteed.
Everybody's watching you walk in like, whoa, what's going on?
I'm talking like arena lights too. You know, like the full setup for like $1 million show. Someone should do that in like a little
just like
baby
18
bar.
wheelers start pulling up to the venue. Like what's
Good
going on?
lord. Good lord.
so yeah, we're just gonna remodel
And
this
it's
bitch
like,
real quick.
okay, guys,
Yeah.
next song is called Wonderwall. Is there-
Artie shouts Wonderwall almost every set. It's really funny. And I almost have the same rebuttal because I'm half brain dead. I'm like, I wish we knew Wonderwall. Oh shit, that's funny. No, but we that was fucking 2012 or the beginning of 2013, I want to say. And that was with Mike Day, Joe, my buddy Ricardo actually playing bass, and then
But
Jake
actually,
and I.
like one of the things, guys, you should. Not that many people know that you were a Galveston band. Like a lot of people know, like To Whom It May, like El Lago, India Tigers, but not that many people know that there was a band from Galveston. Actually, how many of you left in Galveston? Is anyone even living in Galveston?
Did you
Jake.
say Good Tigers from
No,
Galveston?
India Tigers
No,
in
India
Texas.
Tigers.
India Tigers in Texas, yeah.
No, the Good
Super
Tigers is
indie.
different. It's
I was
India.
about to say Good Tigers. Fucking
They're like, what?
huge. I'm like, how have I never known that?
Well, I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, most of our merch says Galveston, Texas on it. It's kind of hard to miss that one, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, all of us.
Yeah,
kinda
you didn't
rep
see
it,
the
but
seashell, dude.
Well, I do.
saw the-
I have 2 of your shirts.
Nobody saw the puka. No, I mean, I don't know. It's not necessarily like a huge deal. You know what I mean? To me, it's more about us trying to make music that's genuine and actual original. You know, that we feel as though is not something that's generic and can just be made anywhere.
Or alienates anyone, you know,
Yeah.
geographically. I don't think it's like right to have too much pride in where you're
Right,
from.
you don't want
Isn't
to
it
be
like
like
Texas and
South
it-
Side, and then
Isn't
They're
it
just throwing
like,
up the
is
set.
it like is it like Texas and it's 48 bitches? That's what I.
I mean, Texas. If you can conquer Texas, it is Texas, and it's 48 bitches. But you know what? At the end of the day,
Or
that's
whatever, 49, how
That's a
many
big
states
bitch
is it?
in 49 other bitches. Yeah, Texas
I mean,
is insane.
like if you play Texas, is bigger than any European country.
it's
You
in-
do realize that?
No, for sure. I mean, we talk about it all the time how geographically, like any band from within our area is totally challenged because you have you have anything in the mid east or whatever or northeast, and you have markets 3 to 4 hours from
Sometimes
you
even closer.
everywhere.
You could jump.
Even
jump
closer.
like literally 2 states in
Yeah.
the northeast within an hour and a half to 2
Six
hours.
days.
Because like in
It's
Houston, like
3 to
what?
4 hours, like with
Yeah.
traffic. You know what I mean? Like you stop for lunch and shit. You got
That's me
gas
going
and
to
took a poop.
downtown from 5 to
Yeah.
7. You know. Like,
Yeah, you took your time.
kind of like landlocked in Texas by Texas.
Yeah, it's insane. And so it's like you have to find the markets that are worth actually driving to. You hope that people will show up to a show that they've never heard of the band, and or like you are playing with some bands that can pull, a relative crowd to what you're trying to appease to. So it's like Texas in itself is insane to conquer, and that's actually a goal for us this year is we've tried really hard to go to, the furthest reaches that we could, like Pennsylvania and North Carolina and Arizona and stuff like that. But it's difficult to maintain like relevance, I want to say, as a word, or just like an incline. We all feel like we're at a really genuine pace. We all feel like we do well as far as like meeting people and making the first impression. But at the same time, like I said earlier, it's not easy to advertise for a band that's not necessarily set up financially to do so, and it's easy to say that, but there are a lot of bands out there that you don't know that actually spend thousands of dollars on just advertising one post, in certain areas because they know exactly where the markets are, and that will boost their Spotify and their YouTube looks and everything that really matters to the outside perspective when you're looking for tours or bigger shows and stuff. So basically, what we're really trying to do this year is push Texas shows in
Is figure out where the
Louisiana.
border of Texas is because we've never reached it. We stayed on the road for 3 weeks and never found it.
Yeah, it just it never stops. It
But
just never
like
stops.
for real, if you want to like go and tour outside of Texas, like it's sometimes like at least like 20 hours just of driving just to get out of Texas.
Blood Between Us went to do their first show for the last tour they went on in California in San Jose. I want to say it was like 33 hours for them to get over there. And I mean,
Yeah, well, the whole thing, if you start touring, there's just go down like West Coast. Like how many shows you can play just in California and so much less
At
driving.
least 10.
right? No, for sure. And,
Like
and they're
all
all
the-
viable markets that are worth hitting for
Seattle,
sure.
Washington, Oregon, all of those. Like,
But you have to like take into account. You have to have a vehicle that can take that
Go
kind
all
of
the way
driving.
over there.
Yeah, I was fixing to say like there's not too many vans, that can
And also
do
camping
that legitimately.
in New Mexico and Arizona, we have learned is not.
and
not
you don't
fun.
fight with it. You don't fight with the train as well, right?
Yeah,
Shit.
you don't find
Oh yeah, no, for sure. We don't fight with
Trains.
trains. An Out There Poet is definitely well known
We're done
for
with
train
trains.
fighting. Yeah, yeah. Oh my
Well,
god.
There was a story, right? The drummer almost lost the arm because
Yeah, no, it happened a long time ago. So
Dude, that's like some like
we're
Def
all
Leppard shit.
over it. No, it's it was a fudging rough night, and basically we were just having a good time in this place called Flagstaff, Arizona, and there's a train system that just runs through the middle of
Mind
town.
you, these trains, like, I know you got to explain the train, though, because it's not like a normal, like, small train. This is like
I think a legit train, like a cargo
This is a
train.
2-story house train, like it's
Hauling
at
ass.
least twice as tall as you, and it's going twice as fast as most trains in this area.
Because they can like continually circulate. Like it's like every 20 minutes or so that there's a train that goes by, and so it's like kosher. Everybody knows to wait. So like there's just a whole line of people that are waiting behind us, and we were even kind of goofing around at first, like all doing goofy little Snapchats or pictures or whatever, like really close to the train, and me and Bryce
got too
Oh yeah, me and Bryce ended up going back to the line behind everywhere, and we're just like, all right, come on, get back away from that. Like, we don't need to be next to the train. And he's doing the whole like hand on the hip thing. I'll never forget. He's like talking to us with his hand on his hip, and he's like calling. I wanted to say he was even calling us names. You know what I mean? Like just being ridiculous. And then all of a sudden, you hear this like Oh, it was so bad, and he like grabs his elbow, and all of us are like, "No way!" You know what I mean? There's like, dude, are you okay? Like, you just get scared? What just happened? He's like, "No, I'm good." You know what I mean? But he's like, "No, it didn't actually hit me. It just scared me." You know, whatever. So we're like, fine, not even thinking about it. And as we're walking to the car, we're literally a block from the car at this point. Whenever the train leaves, and we're walking, and somebody points out this trail of blood. And then we notice that Jake's leg is like covered in blood. His arm is fucking soaked. His elbow just looks gross. And I think he was just in shock more than anything. I just don't think that he understood that he really hurt his arm.
No, this was the drummer?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, of all people.
We had one show left on tour, which was good. It wasn't necessarily like the beginning or the middle or
And it was supposed to be 114 degrees at the show the next day, like record.
Thanks to Jake, we didn't die of a heat stroke altogether.
They said it was an outside venue too, which was the craziest thing.
The town was called like Hell something.
No,
It was within 5 miles of the border in Arizona, though. Whatever town it was. Like, it was
Who
supposed
plays
to be-
outside? I mean, I know
Yuma.
Warped Tour play
Wasn't
like
it Yuma?
outside shows in Arizona.
Yeah, it's called Prison Hall in Yuma, Arizona.
It was a concrete slab built on like one of the original jail prisons of America.
Oh, Jesus.
And literally like it's supposed to be super haunted and like really nasty
Is
and
it, like-
rough but they're like, bro, like 100 kids show out every time there's a hardcore show here.
There's
You know,
nothing
like-
else happening. I mean, it's good. It's
Fuck
fun.
it, yeah.
It's a like K market or like L market.
I mean, I don't know. It's just hot. They're like, I'm pissed.
Yeah, let's punch air.
I remember jumping in a pool in Arizona when we were on tour
Still
and
being hot.
thinking that it was hotter than being outside of the pool, and I was like, we have a problem.
Oh, it was one of those pools that's just like roasting in the sun, just heating up all day.
Dude, it was insane. like Arizona
And it's a
was so
full-blown
hot.
pool, too, you know?
Yeah, that was crazy. That was 2 years ago, and I remember that like it was today. Like, there's like yesterday. That's wild.
Fucking Hornet was attacking us the whole time,
I got
too.
that on video for sure. It was funny. Bryce is not a fan of bees. We've definitely established that.
Hornets are scarier, though.
Hornets are scary, man.
Anything that can, like, attack you more than once, like a bee's done, you know? Like, but a hornet,
That'll get you.
they'll fuck you up, man. They'll just keep coming back.
Oh man, a hornet. A friend of mine in Oklahoma got a hornet stuck in his thigh. Like,
Ooh.
like it couldn't detach, or like it couldn't like get like it embedded like super deep in his leg. And he was like, but it was funny because I think the hornet and him were freaking out the same way at the same time. They're both like, oh fuck, like
Yeah.
because we stopped and I was gonna pull it out, but the hornet was just pissed that his ass was just stuck in my friend's thigh.
Can't get out of this
Oh,
human.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, the hornets are terrifying.
That's a way to go.
Yeah, what's
as
up,
a hornet.
What's up for like speaking of shows? What kind of shows you guys got coming up?
We got So Up Fest. That's like our next one that we've got going on.
Yes, already been talking about. That's at White Oak. Huh?
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be outside
On
on
that
the
lawn.
lawn, from what what I know. I mean, there's never ever concrete information given to us.
It's
until
supposed
day
to
of.
be in the indoor downstairs and the lawn.
and-
So
the
like
lawn,
a
okay.
smaller stage going to be inside, and the outside stage going to
outside.
be outside. This is my birthday weekend, so we're like, I'll.
Oh, we're getting down.
Yeah, it's on 27.
Artie's getting on stage. It's So Up Fest.
Shit, if I can stage dive during Parkway Drive and not
Bro,
get burnt because they're gonna have all the flames. It's
Man,
probably-
That's hilarious. Yeah, it's a lot of fire. They definitely have a lot of fire.
I don't know. I don't even know if you can get up there. There's so much fire,
I'll
man.
try.
Oh, dude.
Bro,
if we get a pass and you're gonna do that, we'll give you one of our passes.
Bro,
so you
if,
can-
about to
if
say,
you
man,
crowd
the-
surf during our shit, I'm gonna freak out. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be so cool. We've never ever had that kind of like crowd or been around that many people to be able to do something like that. That'd be so nuts.
Man,
it's gonna be a cool opportunity.
man,
Yeah.
I'm about to say, I bet the band actually has like X's where they stand right here because
Yeah,
the
I mean,
fire's gonna go
I
off.
know about that.
I
Like, they
guarantee
really.
you they mark it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's like you will get fucked up.
I was listening to one of the podcasts, and there was a guy who was like talking shit about like, oh, they were like, why they were like rehearse where they stay, and it was like, dude, like they have flames. If you're not gonna stay at this place right now during this breakdown or like this solo, you're gonna get burnt. Like,
Guitar tech sets the pedal board in the wrong spot, ends up being right on the flamethrower.
yeah,
I
like
just tried to turn my pedal.
You had one job, just
All
to
the
not
heat.
burn me alive.
Oh, bro. Well, I'm looking at this flame melt my pedals as we speak. It just won't stop.
this set is fire.
Oh shit! It's literally on fire. No, for sure. You ever heard of Michael Jackson? That you got to
Oh, the
know where
Pepsi
you're gonna
commercial.
stand. You
Oh,
got to
yeah.
know where you stand.
I mean,
Or
hey,
the
man.
dude from Kiss.
Yeah, Paul Stanley. This just happened.
We were just talking about that. Oh,
Let's go.
that's
Man,
funny.
when is So Wet Fest? At this
It's
month?
April
April.
27, 28.
Yep,
Oh.
yep. Saturday, Sunday, and we're on day one with Of Mice and Men, Era, We Came as Romans, Wage War,
Beartooth,
Beartooth, Hands Like Houses, and then
Sylar.
Oh,
Sylar.
it's not- it's-
There's a bunch of locals on day one too, though. Like our boys, Blood Between Us, they're on there. Shout out to those guys, love them. What's it called?
Talking Theories,
Talking
day,
Theories,
two, day two.
Apotheca's day
day-
one. FaceTime day 2. Backdrop Violets day 2. Imperial Infliction is day 2.
Really, Mike Zimmer put Houston on the map. So
He
shout,
really
shout
did.
out to
Yeah, shout out to Third String
him
for giving
sure.
a lot of bands an opportunity to play a festival like that with bigger bands. Because it really is crazy. I mean, Artie's like, why didn't you tell me when I got my tickets and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, bro, I didn't fucking know until like a week ago. And like, they just kind of ask you and they put it on the table and you're like, well, how do you say no?
Well, I follow him on Twitter and with Mike Zimmer. I'm not sure how.
I'm not even sure if I said it right.
Say, we usually go with Zimmer.
Shout out.
Zimmer.
Hope
Mike
I
Z?
didn't
Mike Z.
offend
He
you.
posted like, "Hey, the tickets are selling really good, so we're probably gonna add the second stage." So bands hit us up, and so and he asked like, I mean, you play a bunch of like Third String Records like shows, so you're on the map for him for sure.
Yeah, we've done really well as far as like keeping up with them every couple months when they give us something good. So we're definitely appreciative of the opportunity and excited to see where it takes us.
So, but the whole thing like, well, let's take it back. Why did you get into the? Why you scream?
Why do I scream? Oh man,
Why is that your instrument?
Why is it your?
I'm an angry man. I can't help it. There's just things in my life I feel like, and I wasn't, brought up in an abusive home. I wasn't. My parents are the best. I don't have anything to say about like, a hate or a desire to like, push pain or anything. It's more along the lines of like, I was alone a lot as a kid. I feel like
I feel that. I was the only child
just
as
where
well.
I was. Yeah, I was fixing to say. I feel like a lot of people maybe grew up kind of away from the rest of the kids in school or other just kids your age, really, to where like you learn more about yourself as a kid through other kids. And I didn't really get that till I was like 13 or so. So I really, my uncle showed me how to play guitar when I was like 8 or so, and that's kind of what initiated all of it. Was like music was my drive, and I skateboarded for like a good little while, and I was like decent at flat ground, and I had a local sponsorship and stuff like that. I ended up messing my foot up really bad. Not lies. You want to check my stuff? You can check my stuff.
Let's Google it right now.
Just Google
I
it.
guarantee you, we walk
Well-
outside, I can nollie pressure flip right now, first try.
Why do it
I
outside?
got boards.
Okay,
And
we're
then
gonna
my-
take
and then-
boards.
and
Our
then my
podcast
board
gonna go in
just-
the middle of a commercial break.
We're gonna go outside for a second,
and
test
we're
them out.
back.
It took him 3 tries. No, seriously, I used to fuck with it, but anyway, I had.
We're gonna
like
play
a-
skate in this room right now.
Hey, what's
Right.
up? What's up? I'll pull it out. I got a whole board rack right in there.
We can do it. I'm super game.
Alright.
Game. I know I can take both of them.
We'll play
Cake.
skate. We'll play some skate.
That's funny. I don't know about you, maybe them, but no, that's funny. Anyway, I tore my ligaments in my right foot, so like I had this weird recovery, and I was like fucking 13, so I was thinking to myself, I could either go back to doing this, or I can try to learn something else that I like, even further, because I knew I wasn't going to be a professional skateboarder. I knew I wasn't going to be able to like live up to some of the shit that I was seeing people do. There's no way that I could clear a lot of these mega stairs that people are doing with these dumb tricks and. Like I said, I was good at flat ground. That was about all I had going for me.
Yeah.
And so whenever I just started learning more guitar, I just started liking it, more and more as it went along. And like I said, I met my friends. I got asked to be my first band my freshman year of high school, and it was so funny. I remember them asking me what my rig was, and I played guitar, so I had to tell them what amp I was using and what guitars I had and what pedals I had. Like it was so, like they were show ready, and then we were they didn't have anything going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it took out of high school first to find people that actually like knew what they were doing and actually gave a shit enough to like get equipment that was legitimate and to, like just actually take it serious.
Oh, okay.
But that's just what I mean. I feel like in life, things come to people naturally, and just screaming is one of those things that like. To me, it just naturally came out, whether I was copying other people's music or trying to sing along or
We're trying to land an ollie tray flip.
No.
I got. Damn it! Well, I got testimonies on this stuff. You gotta be careful.
I'm just fucking with you.
You know what I'm saying? It was a long time ago. I'll get you that. We were at a skate park in Nashville. When was that? June last year.
Yeah,
And
I'm
we
pretty
tried
sure,
to-
I'm pretty sure I
we
was
tried to
rolling
do
around a
some
little bit
stuff.
better than you right
You
then.
definitely were doing the mini ramp pretty well. I was surprised. I was like,
That's all I can
"Goddamn."
do now because my knees can't take flat ground.
Yeah, I was about to say like that's actually the kind of skating like. So I did. So I've always enjoyed street skating. Like started out street skating, and then after I broke my collarbone and like hurt my ankle, I got into
Gross,
I
that
got
sucks.
into doing downhill. You know, like longboarding, and racing stuff, and like racing garages in Austin, which is like a lot of fun.
That's cool.
I used to bomb garages too.
That's cool.
No, garages. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And what we were doing, we would do it as a. I mean, we would call it full contact, but we can't you can't push each other off. But when we'd race, because in order to get more speed, in order to race, you have to be more tactical racing garages. Like you can't just rely on. I mean, you have to be tactical on downhill too, but you have to like pump and you have to take certain angles, and then also you can like grab people and steal their speed. You know, and
That's fun,
it
pushing
kind of
back.
feels like Mario Kart, like going down the garage.
Oh
but
yeah, with longboards.
yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I mean, I've gone really fast downhill, and I like doing street, but I cannot do vert.
That
I
scares
can't
me,
do
dude.
it.
It scares
It's so
me.
much fun though.
Dude,
it's so minimal effort. Like once you get used to
Oof.
the fear of it, it's just like
I feel that though.
you
I feel that.
minimally have to pop off of the ramp to get air. Whereas in an ollie, you have to force gravity
Kick
to
the
defy
crap out of it.
itself.
Yeah, right.
For a few
You
seconds.
have to create a little involuntary physics science project underneath you.
Yeah.
That's pretty incredible physics. That's really cool, man. So did you ever use I don't know. I'm trying to explain. Because usually, so what I did with my music is I would always like equate my ability to like play drums and things in order, you know, for my skateboarding, and I try to like incorporate all my like hobbies and everything. Did you ever find anything like that in any side hobbies you did that attributed to your music playing?
I think skating really does help form a lot of music industry people. Like I think if you ask a lot of people who are in music, they kind of have a skating background a little bit.
I feel like
I think it's engraved into punk.
It's like a coordination thing or
but
something.
also,
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
also punk was really like like punk rock was connected to the older skateboarding videos. Says a person who never skateboarded, but also
You
the
associate
freaking-
one with another. For sure.
Freaking the soundtrack for Tony Hawk Pro Skater
That's
has
exactly
so many
what I was gonna
great
say,
bands.
man. Like
So
that
many great-
introduced me to a lot of
music.
Dude, that got me
music.
into Rage Against the Machine,
That's so
man. I remember
Like
that when I was a
whatever
kid.
someone
funny.
put in their skate video, like that was like what I jammed at the time. I was like, that pro skater likes that song enough to make it his main clip. That's what I like now.
Oh man, like gnarly skating, like you know, just metal music or fast music just complements just really gnarly skating very well.
For sure.
Very well, really embodies that
But
experience.
it also was like funny, like Brendan said how he got into like heavy music, and he said like I wasn't like a weird kid or like anything like
Dragon
that.
Ball
I
Z.
wasn't like beaten or anything.
It's
like
just the
that.
whole thing, like. But every time I meet someone who listens to like scene like hardcore, like metalcore, death, like especially like hardcore lyrics, like hardcore music, I kind of want to ask you like, why you fucked up? Like, what's wrong? What's wrong with you? What are you looking for
Why
this
you
into
feel that
music?
way?
Why you feel this way? Because
Understood.
I'm from a family where I have like both parents, but like this music resonates with me so much that sometimes I feel it's unhealthy. Because like
Where you're like, am I that damaged?
like for real, like am I that damaged that like I need to listen to like some like on the way
Somebody
to
else
work like
hurting themselves?
yes, like listen to like Architects new album. I mean, yeah, like things happen in your life, like the relatives die or something like this or whatever, or like I need to listen to like give me like Stick to Your Guns in the morning or Architects in the morning or The Ghost Inside, and like
Understood.
that's
Coffee. No, I feel that.
I don't
like,
drink coffee in the
I think
morning.
it has a lot to do with just like how you want to, like just because you listen to heavy music or you play heavy music. Like I came from no heavy music background, like before I was introduced to these guys. Like, and honestly, most of the
interesting.
music I listen to is not in the genre of what we do. I've been slowly introduced to it over time, but like I think that it's more of just like a therapeutic thing. Like what I used to play before this band did not get me off in the way that this music does. Like I think there's something
I can
about
relate.
I think there's something about a post-hardcore show that's just like so much more intimate than a lot more of the regular acts that I'd see, like or like a rock band, like a regular rock band or a hip hop act. I just feel like there's more like crowd involvement, and people are willing to go ape shit and show them their true selves and their true colors to your music.
Like sometimes I go to like a regular like metal show, like it's a big band. I feel like I didn't go to the show because like something about the good pile up.
Like a massive amount of people. And
Yeah,
you're
it's
just
not
kind
even
of
massive. It can be like
standing
50. It can be like 50 people, but
Well, I'm
they're
talking about
all
the metal show.
Yeah, metal. Like I mean, like House of Blues sold out. There's shows that I went to like, and it was just like not sold out. Satellite Bar, which was like what 200 people, but Counterparts show, like one of the best shows. Like I went to almost 50 shows last year. It was just like that, like.
The one in October?
Yeah, the one in
Secret
October.
Group?
Yes, like the crowd was
show.
just so good. Like
Such
the
a good
band
show.
enjoyed it.
No, absolutely. I mean, going back to what you were saying, like I think that just when you hear a certain type of music, it resonates with you. You know what I mean? And like I was always listening to what my mom had, and my dad used to make me cool little mixtapes of like fucking Beyonce and Lenny Kravitz and all kinds of stuff, dude. Like I listened to music because I thought it was cool, but nothing really hit me until I heard stuff like Slipknot and Pantera and like some of these really, not even Metallica for me wasn't even one of those bands. It was like, you know, I heard Under Oath, or I heard I mean you'll like this one. What's the one with the guy with the crazy hair, plays guitar, the crazy high voice? Good Eye Sniper. Coheed, yeah.
Coheed.
They just played in Houston like 2 days ago.
Coheed, yeah, no, like in
With foxing too.
Yeah.
seventh
One of my
grade.
favorites.
Seventh grade, I heard that stuff, and it's like that. It was something about the guitars. It's something about the drums. Like it's powerful. You know what I mean? It's like
They were actually they tell stories with their
I mean,
albums. You
that-
can like
go
follow.
really-
They have like
Right.
an animated. They have
totally
like a,
concept art. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's super
It's all
cool.
I have
based
actually
around
2
the
books.
Armory Wars.
Yeah, Armory Worlds. I actually 2 books of those things. Well,
That's cool.
No,
That's
I mean,
super
like,
cool.
my wife loves like it's her favorite band. So,
Wild, fucking super
so
wild.
I
That's
never
cool.
heard. The funny thing, I never heard about this band till like 2-3 years ago. I never even heard about them existing. Like from, I think like just
There's
they're not
no
that big in
way.
Europe. Like I don't know.
Dude,
Like
there's no way they were on Rock Band.
Welcome home.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't hear.
yeah, no, but I said it was on Guitar Hero 5. They had Welcome Home.
well, funny thing, like the amount of like, it's not a podcast about me, but okay, what's up?
So wait a minute, this got real defensive.
No, I just was about to say like I never had like that emo phase.
Oh,
Like I
heard,
didn't.
heard.
I started listening to like heavy music and like I listened to a bunch of like Russian punk rock growing up there till like 2007, 2006. Then I started like I met friends. I mean, I didn't have internet when I was growing up, so the only music I would get was like from friends who had like. So they showed me like Sex Pistols, like Good Charlotte, like they had a mixtape. So I like
Right,
MP3, and then when I like 07, I ran into like friends. They're like, hey, I know like some power chords and like I could like do some simple like stuff on the guitars. It's like, oh, we're trying to do like Hatebreed cover band. So they like it was like, what is Hatebreed? So they showed me. I was like, yeah, I can play this. It's just like chord. It's simple. I can still play that.
That's funny.
And then they showed me like In Flames, and it's what I still listen. I
Oh,
just
yeah.
gotta say In Flames. They showed me like Caliban, like then like about around that time, like Bring Me the Horizon put out that Suicide Season, and this is like Caliban. Well, this is when
Yeah,
I went.
Bring Me was another one for sure.
This
was a
is
good
when
one.
well when.
Was Bring Me Chimera. Like some
Yeah.
of those bands were like right whenever an MP3 player was coming out really big. I had like 12
And then-
songs I could
and
listen
then,
to on
and
repeat.
then I got that Fiberlink because we have a tiny country, so we have like at some point we're like number 3 in the world at the internet speed because it's like the country is like 200 miles long, so our internet is
quick.
ridiculous quick. So then I had torrents.
Shit.
It's like you can get the basic package and it's still
Yeah,
like
it
something
costs like
we've
10
never
bucks.
seen
It's
before.
insane.
Like,
It's like
really-
no, seriously, take more.
It
of
cost
our bandwidth,
$10
please.
for 100 megabit per second 10 years ago.
What?
10 bucks.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
I was about to say we're paying like $60 for that right now.
Yeah.
That's what we got right now.
It's
And
incredible.
torrents are really big there, and no one. So
No one
I
pays
would
for
listen.
shit.
That's why I was like, that's all my music knowledge. I still torrents. I'm an old pirate.
Hey, I mean, you actually come out to shows and support and listen to music.
Yeah,
and
that's
post
why
about
I
it
feel
and stuff.
I feel
like,
guilty for the amount of shit I downloaded. So I buy shirts.
Now you gotta go to Lifetime.
I still telling
shows to
Brandon
make
like,
up
give
for
me
it.
your like. I don't have a laptop right now because I would totally post your album somewhere on Russian torrents so people will listen to it, so people know you. Because
that'd
I
be
found
badass.
people with May on Russian, like their music videos and album is all leaked in Russian. Like, for free.
Cool.
Or
Yeah, leak it up, leak our album.
Dude, leak it. We've got a track that's straight up in Dutch. I mean, we definitely hoped
That's
that
rad, yeah.
like the Dutchland was gonna be on board with an author or poet at some point. We've
Turns
got a
out,
couple.
not very many people speak Dutch besides our singer in the area, so no one knows what the fuck's going on in that song.
It's legitimate
One
Dutch,
year,
which
that
is
one
sick.
Yar.
but-
That's a
yeah,
good song though. I like
Jaar.
it. It's like
It's cool. I mean,
We just let Mike do his thing. We were like, yeah, that's dope.
What's
You can write
super
it in a
fun
different
is-
language. To us, I hear some weird sounding words in there, so all I hear
I had
and a
that
really
idea
cool drum beat.
with him when we were there. We're doing that like because we were trying to figure out if we wanted to do an interlude or wanted to put any vocals in it. And I was like, dude, we've got these lyrics for Our Year, which was like an OG song of ours, and we've always wanted to do it. It was like, you know, lyrics that all of us really felt, and so you know, we always like, why don't you just do that but in Dutch, you know,
Yeah.
and just like talk it over the song. And that just kind of morphed into him calling his family and making sure that he wasn't like messing it up in
So
any way,
some-
shape, or form. you
some
know?
guy in Netherlands could be. This is bullshit.
Yeah, no.
This was my Netherlands accent.
turns out it says something
bullshit.
really offensive shit.
They're just really mad. Oh no! So we've actually had a couple people like message us though and be like, "This is sick." You know what I mean? Like that's really cool. Like, why did you do that?
Some
you know?
Russian vocals on your next album?
Yeah, why
Oh,
not?
yeah, the
Let's
accordion?
do some
Hell yeah.
Spanish. I mean, he's straight up fluent in Spanish.
We're
We have
gonna
a
have to
song
bring
about-
you in and consult for it because I don't think any of us speak any Russian.
I've got a little Ukrainian, but that's about it.
It's not that far. Actually, so is there like any new music in the works? Albums?
For sure. We've got some just single stuff that we've been working on.
You
There's
did play
not
a new song,
an
right?
album. We've played 2.
We have 3.
We have 3. We haven't played one in a while, so technically we've played all 3 live. But we definitely have one kind of closer to the vest right now because it's under construction, as we like to say. And then the other 2 we're like not experimenting with live, but we're definitely there's like
We're playing them live now.
yeah. They're parts of the set for sure. Like we're playing both of them at So What Fest. And we're proud of them. We're definitely just like I said earlier, trying to get the most out of the record that we've already put a lot of money and time and effort into. But it's definitely funny to think back that I recorded that right when I turned 21, and
Yeah.
I just turned 24 last month. So
Honestly, happy birthday.
it's weird. Oh well, I'm not asking for that. But I appreciate you.
Happy
It's-
birthday. No,
It's
we're
late
throwing it
as
in there.
hell, but no, that's
Are you
funny.
gonna like put out the music recorded before the show, or like before
I
the
don't-
festival?
I don't
This
know.
one?
I think that
that's-
would be possible.
That's fixing to
at
say
this
that's
point.
that's up to I don't know
'Cause, I mean,
time really that it sucks.
The whole thing like
because the
playing a
processes
song that
are
no one
never
heard
easy.
live was.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of cool in a sense because there's a lot of people that like he said earlier haven't heard us at all.
They don't
yet.
care if it's new or old. for them
Yeah,
it's old
exactly.
new?
To
Oh,
them,
okay.
it's
It's new
all
to
the
them.
same, regardless. Yeah, if they watch some of the music videos and they're
that's true.
disappointed we didn't play a song that they knew, I'm actually pumped about that because that means they're gonna come and watch us again.
Wonderwall. Okay.
Wonderwall. God damn it! One of these days we gotta cover Wonderwall and make Artie happy.
Today.
Dude, he's gonna be like Wonderwall, and we're gonna be like,
We'll do it as
Got you.
we'll do it as
Got
so
you,
what
fam.
on a limited 20-minute window.
Well, it's my
set.
birthday. Okay, my birthday on the 25th.
we
okay?
can't make it happen there. We definitely can't make it happen
That's
there.
funny.
We're talking about trying to talk whoever we need to talk to into letting
Maybe
us
we
and blood
can
between
make
us.
Wonderwall like the song as we're walking on stage. So we can get like a 20-second sample of Wonderwall for you that weekend. And give you a shout out right at the
It's
beginning.
like play along into it. It's like make it the intro. Just play a
Right?
little bit.
No, I just want Artie to
And
scream it
after
one day and
all,
let's
you're
just
my
bust
Wonder.
it out. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know if I'd crush it like that. I might just let Mike kill it. Just sit back and drink
That's
some
funny as
water.
hell.
Oh man, no, but we're definitely just gonna do what we can and make the best out of the 20 minutes that we have there. You know what I mean? That's most important. I definitely want to get out of here. You already got a bite.
I'm stealing the chocolate.
Oh man, I brought one chocolate, literally a square of chocolate.
Well, there's actually so there's a part of the show I like to do where I ask the artist just for all the people that are maybe aspiring to maybe start a project or maybe join a band or maybe just continue music and need a little little pick me up to practice. What could y'all say to especially because I know being a band you've had ups and downs and a lot of different challenging situations. Maybe even a time where you might not think you might be a band anymore, but y'all are still going.
Mm-hmm.
So what could y'all tell people to stay confident and stay on their path? If you had anything to say.
If you're in a band, you gotta stay good with all your bandmates. I think is the most that's for more of the band side of it. I just think that being on the same page being on the same wavelength.
Communication
is the
huge.
best thing for the longevity of a band, you know?
And empathy. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how hard someone is on you or how much, you know what I mean, you feel like you're angry towards somebody, it's about the bigger picture. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter what is happening right now because we have already gone too far as, like, time spent on doing this, effort, you know what I mean? Like, I trust these guys with every ounce of my being, and that's kind of like how it works, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be as confident or perform as well as I do, I feel like, if I didn't have that feeling about all four of them, you know what I mean? And it's just, that's the thing, is that, like, you can't let little tedious kind of irritating things be what determines what you say or how you act, because that, like I said, at the end of the day, what is your goal? You know what I mean? Do you want to work with these guys or do you not? And if you don't, then that's how you do it. You know what I mean? Like, if you're having trouble with people that you are working with currently, then there's other people out there looking for somebody to work with you. You know what I mean? Like, it's I don't want to say it's like dating, but it's like there's a million people. You know what I mean? Like, there's 100 people.
It kind of is like
It's literally like dating 4 dudes, and it's difficult. I'll tell you that right
you
now.
need to spend like so much time in the van or in the car sleeping.
Yeah.
like-
Brandon's always trying to spoon me, and I
I'm
tell
definitely
Who's the
him, I
big
tell him no
spoon
every
everyone.
time.
Who's a big spoon though?
Probably me. No, I'm just kidding. No,
I like to be the little spoon, so I'm just playing.
sometimes
I'm
I
just
just
bluffing
like to be
right now.
cuddled. No, it's funny, man. I mean, you gotta communicate, like you said, and you have to be able to be understanding. If there's a day where somebody does something out of the ordinary, even, or like is kind of like perplexing you and putting you in a really weird, uncomfortable position yourself, you have to figure out what the resolution is. You have to figure out where it is. Yeah, you have to talk. You know what I mean? You have to all sit there and be like, all right, together,
Work it
we're
out.
going to talk this out. Yeah, we're not going to attack anybody individually. We're not going to... And so that's basically what I would say, is that, like, if there's ever a tiff or you feel like you can't be a band anymore, you can't work with these people anymore, like...
You should probably take a step back for a second.
Yeah,
reanalyze,
take a breather and say that, too.
and
Just be
realize
like,
that
look,
you're 5 people that are totally different in personalities with totally different walks of life, and
and you're in a
figure out
business.
a way to come towards a common goal. I think with solo music too, like this doesn't directly relate to solo music, but with solo music, it's the same thing. I think you have to check yourself. I think you have to be honest with yourself, and I think that's for all musicians. You know, like, if you're writing just to try to please someone, you're not going to be happy for very long.
I was
you know?
fixing to say, I can tell you right now, when we did...
I mean,
Better
unless
Days-
you're like just like a pop artist who's making millions, I might be happy if I'm making a mill.
Money is not.
I might say
buy
whatever
you
the
happiness.
fuck you want me to say at that point. But
Yeah.
other than that, I think that artistic expression in itself, you got to be true to yourself and just try to be resilient, because there are going to be days that you don't feel like you're a musician or that you're worth a shit, because that's really self-doubt for every artist, I believe. I think that most true artists truly are their hardest critic, you know? Like,
Me and my buddy were literally talking about this at work the other day. It's just like, sometimes I feel like I'm living a double life almost, because like half the people that I talk to and know exactly what I do, or they fuck with our music, or they applaud the fact that I'm a kid, that's grown up for so many years, that they've known me and that I've pursued something and that I've not given up on it. Not to say that we're successful, you know what I mean? Because I feel like we're successful and rich in experience, but we're not necessarily like, rolling in cash or anything. We're doing well for ourselves now, as of late, but it's been a process of 6.5 years of doing what we have to do and doing,
The persistence, man.
free shit and a lot of really bad shows that we didn't want to do, and learning from what works and what doesn't work. And like, you have to go through that stuff. You can't be mad about it.
That's
You know
where the
what I
lessons are at. That's where you learn right there.
mean? Exactly.
Yeah,
and
you
that
just
humbles you.
you
100%.
don't want to like let these things, like this fucking movie with Lady Gaga and like all this shit, like Bradley Cooper, Lady Gaga. That movie was great, but I think it portrays an image to younger youth that you can just like get there with no work.
Yeah, no, it's not.
And
it's not like
and
that,
it's
for
just
sure.
it's so fucked up, because you're teaching a whole generation that they can just sit in their room,
That's
make
easy.
a song, and then not put in any grind time afterwards.
Well, it's
When-
like meet some rich guy that's attracted to you and wants to bring you on stage with him.
Yeah, exactly. Like, are you? I mean, if you're, and it's fucked up because really, that's how it is in a lot of it. You could pay for a feature in the rap scene.
So
If you have the fucking cash, you could get
advertising, I'm telling you
it
about.
with
It's the
any
same thing,
rapper,
basically.
and then
Yeah.
practically pop off. In our market, you're in a dying, like, not in a dying market, but a very smaller
And it's
market
competitive.
than.
Very
and
competitive.
it's
It's
super
competitive.
competitive. Everyone tries to be like. I feel like the most music snobs are in post-hardcore or prog music. Like I think it's all about tone and
but
being heavy. And
my take is on all of this, or like I feel like if you're in the music, like especially like the rock music. I mean, I feel like any art, but especially nowadays in like hardcore, punk rock, whatever, metal music. If you're in this music to make money, you're doing the wrong thing. Like if you're there to try to make money, you need to like I would say like if your only thing is to just you want to do art just to do art, you're gonna do this music. If you're here to make money, you should do something else. This is how it's. I feel like with any type of art,
I mean, it
should
definitely
come from the
reflects
heart.
too. It reflects in the art, especially if so, you can tell sometimes. I mean, like some artists whenever they come up and they start making lots of money, sometimes it gets better, but for a lot of them, you start to see them kind of watered down, where it's just like where it's like, all right, it still sounds good, but you're just like, what the hell, but I also believe in the evolution of someone's practice, like they get older and you get different experiences, you get different piles of cash thrown at you. You start to change.
Bring Me is a perfect example of that.
Oh, see, yeah, and
Good
I
Lord.
was actually been using them as an example because I was talking about this to Artie the other day. So I haven't heard any of their new stuff. I know Bring Me the Horizon as like the first album.
Count Your Blessings.
Count Your
Good
Blessings.
Lord.
Dude, that
You will be surprised if you hear.
surprised.
well, he
man.
showed me a clip, and I heard it. But this is why I was using their example, and this is also kind of made it into an analogy for artists to think about. Is that so? I'm a fan of them because of Suicide Season and Count Your Blessings. So like I'm a fan of them because of those albums. But for example, it was Stephanie's friend Jess, and Stephanie. I think you listen to their new music as well, right? See, they're fans of them for their newer stuff, and even her friend Jess, when I was talking to her, she hadn't heard "Count Your Blessings" before.
Right, exactly.
And so,
They're
like,
a completely different band. To them.
I played a clip, and she was like, "What?" Yeah, and I was like, "See, that's cool though, because we like the same band, but from two
different eras of it.
different
Yeah,
angles."
exactly.
And I think that's really cool because I'm sure for him, doing all that over
the
and over.
evolution.
And plus, he probably wanted to do some different kind of music and didn't
I'd
want
say they're the most successful of the people that tried to do that. You know what I mean? Go from as heavy and deathcore, as they were originally, and then turn
But
into.
it was a slow transition for them.
For sure, it took 10 years. I mean, it's not like it happened in the next record.
Eternal was
Yeah.
the last great album by Bring Me
It
the
was.
Horizon.
It was.
Sempiternal was
Sempiternal was
Just
phenomenal.
throwing it out there. I don't think they'll ever top Sempiternal.
No, Sempiternal was great.
I just
But
saw- I mean, I
that's
saw
just
them
an
last
example
week.
of what we're talking about. Yeah, I mean,
They suck life.
I heard they weren't too impressive, and that's a bummer. You know what I
Fever
mean?
333. That's
I heard the Fever killed it, bro.
ooh, it was so good.
Hey,
It was so
hey,
good.
Thrice is dope
That's
live
my
too.
boys. Yeah, Thrice is
everybody
phenomenal.
was like, I had a buddy of mine that was bartending at Revention during that, and like he's in the hip hop scene, but
yeah?
he saw Fever and he was like, bro,
Oh, I
he was
love
like,
it.
that was fucking dope.
I'm all about it.
It's
I'm all about it. You
Let
get
Live
you'll
and
have
Cherry-
me talk about it for
I think
an
I
hour
think they
if we
found a
start
nice
talking about it.
blend, like to really
hip hop.
Very
like-
energetic super group that could blend rock.
Oh,
and
dude,
rap
their
in a-
front,
in
their
a
front
different
man,
way.
dude, their singer, that
Jason's
guy's,
the man.
their
dude.
front man, their
Jason's the
bassist,
man.
their drummer, all of
all
them.
those guys are just gnarly.
Yeah,
Just
just
so
Steve, Eric,
insane
and
live.
Jason are all
Yeah,
phenomenal.
he showed me the
Jason's one
clip.
of my
Yeah, I think they were
favorite
playing
vocals.
at the last Warped Tour. Is that when he was pulling the drum?
No,
like,
it was White
That
Oak.
was
White Oak. When he was like.
no. That was when he tore the stage up and wrote
Yeah.
it like Jesus. That was Warped 2013.
Bro, he was like the drummer was like on like the little bass. It was like a little palette he was on, and he was just like
No,
pulling
it's
it.
like
okay,
Instagram
yeah,
video.
Yeah, okay,
And
yeah,
I
no,
was
he's
like, I was
at
bro,
the
these guys are
festival,
fucking
yeah.
crazy. And the drummer's
Okay.
just playing, and he's just pulling it.
I
and
was
I'm
talking
like,
about
what the
Let
fuck?
Live. Like,
Well, Let Live used to be like he's.
yeah, where the band he's from is like got a special place in my heart. Super phenomenal.
You just were wearing Let Live hoodie. Just took off.
Yeah, I just took off my Let Live hoodie. Fucking love their band, bro. I'm wearing a Twim shirt right now. Shout out to Twim. Them on tour. Drive safe.
Yeah, I just saw
They're
those
playing
videos.
some nice venues, man.
Motherfucker,
Fillmore,
bro. That one they played
If I
last
ever
night.
play Fillmore in Detroit,
Wow.
I'm
And
retiring
Chicago House of
after that
Blues.
night.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
I was just like, damn.
I was definitely blown
Who are they
away
on
by
tour with right
Jackson.
now? Are they with 10 years
I
right
think
now?
that
Candlebox,
I think
I
what they
think.
played
Candlebox,
last
okay.
night was the best one. Like House of Blues is always cool.
I asked them if
but
they played the Emmys looking at that thing.
man,
man.
that ceiling. Well, I was just like, I wonder what Reverb's do in this room. Like,
Right.
right. Just like,
They don't even need a sound guy.
no, they need 8 sound guys. They need one for the 2nd floor, 3rd floor, 4th.
True. True. It makes sense. That makes sense. I told him it looked like the Galvez meets White Oak. I was like, man, that's insane.
Galvez,
The
you know.
Galvez
It's a
is
good
funny.
festival right there.
They could do it in a ballroom. That'd be sick. Definitely. I've been trying to talk these guys into doing the ballroom at the Tremont since I've been working over there.
Should we trash
Doing
that freaking?
Just doing a music video there. I don't know about a whole show, but doing a music video in there would be sick for sure. Yeah, they probably wouldn't let us hold a show in there. They definitely would be upset by the amount of beer on the floor.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
my
carpet's
God.
probably.
The carpet's way too nice for that.
Oh, well, shit, man. I appreciate y'all coming in, man. It's been cool.
For sure. Thank you so much for having
Thanks,
us, man.
man.
I mean,
This is
I hope we answered everything accurately and didn't sound like a bunch
Oh
of
yeah,
goobers.
yeah, man, for sure, man. Just came to hang out, man. Talk some music. Man, are you guys happening to go too? So I actually recently just joined a band myself.
Did you really?
Yeah, and it was funny because I was looking through their page. Yes, it's my homies, my friends at Ominous Necro. They got
Okay, I
they
know
got
them.
some homies. Yeah, well, I was looking through their page and I saw like y'all were like on this Bloodlines thing, and I was like, oh shit.
We played with them.
Like a house show with Katie or something.
It was that, but we also did a show like 3 years ago at Numbers. It was the one time we ever played at Numbers, and it was a really weird local festival thing that they tried to put on. A Spring Fest, I want to say is what it was called. And it got like rained out.
They cut off
The AC after they
like we were
fucked
the
us.
headliner, and they straight cut the AC on and was like, it just cuts off at this time.
They like right before our set, we were the last band, started at 12:20, and they basically told everybody that it was flooding. If they wanted to leave, they should leave now. And we're like, thanks. And then we're playing 2 songs in. We're like, it's getting kind of hot. You guys feel hot? There's like 4 people still in there for us, and they're like, I'm getting kind of
Even
hot.
they're tapping out at this point.
Yeah, they're like, dude, it's
Look,
hot.
we
man.
like you, but
That was funny.
It's
it's 100
hella
degrees
hot.
in here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate how hot it is. So I mean, that was a
I
weird
think
one.
the disco ball
But that
added
was the
more
first time we
heat.
played with
Like
them.
each
It's,
disco ball adds 5 degrees, I think, inside of a venue.
It's just funny
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
It's funny.
That place reminds. I feel like I'm in the '80s whenever
What-
I go in there.
What are you doing in Ominous now?
I'm playing drums for him now.
Okay.
Yeah, because they so my friend my homie Trey. I mean, I went to high school with all those guys.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and they I guess one of their guitarists left. But first time I met Trey, we played in jazz band in the high school we went to.
Well, that's cool.
And I was drummer in jazz. He was the guitarist, and then I'd show him some drum stuff in our downtime.
Y'all are already acquainted.
Yeah.
Got you.
But then the other guitarist left, so Trey started playing guitar. 'Cause he also plays drums at a band called Grimlock. I don't know if y'all.
I've heard of Grimlock.
Yeah, and but they were just like, they just randomly hit me up, so I set them up. But I was asking, there. I guess we got a show March 16th at Acadia.
Okay.
It's like metal battle. I don't know. It's like a bunch
Heard,
of bands playing. It's
heard.
like a bunch of local metal bands. Like
The one we just recently played, Acadia?
Okay, yeah, we just played a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Come check it out. It's by my house up there.
Oh, cool. Yeah, for sure, man. I am not sure. Yeah, I'm not
That's
sure
sick.
where it
It says
is.
March
It's in
16th.
Ladies.
Yeah.
It's Acadia. It's where we played it.
Everything March 16th? No, we're good.
No, we don't. That's fixated. An Author Put doesn't have anything. I've actually got another project going on called Overstare, and
Oh,
it's,
sweet.
it's just me and the music part of Blood Between Us.
Oh, sweet.
And we're like kind of just more of like thrashy, heavier stuff.
Sweet.
We've got our first headliner at Scout Bar though.
Oh, hell yeah. When is
coming
that?
Up March 7th.
March 7th. Okay. We got to go, Artie.
I was
What's
going to
up?
say
I'm
free
gonna
for
go.
21 and up if you get a pre-sale ticket. So
Oh, sweet.
definitely
Yeah,
try to
I
get your
will
tickets
do.
beforehand.
Did you record that song with a sick break, like that sleep part?
No, not
Nah,
yet.
I'm not going.
Not
Fuck
yet.
that.
No, what you mean? Come hear it. That's the only time you can hear it.
Okay, I'll record it.
Yeah, there you go. Then you can have it for whenever you want it,
Yeah,
bud.
that's why I record things.
No, for sure. It's fun doing that with them for sure, and that's actually going to be my first show that I'm promoting. That I booked at Scout Bar. I've just recently kind of started doing that once a month. I'm gonna try to figure out where that kind of takes me in another direction, just to meet more people and do what.
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
That's cool.
Yeah, dude. I've actually got another show with everybody from Maddox and a couple friends of mine from the island. They're called D Rich and Peach, and this kid named Robin. It's gonna be a rap show April 3rd at Scout Bar as well.
Okay.
And that's gonna be the same deal. It's free tickets for 21 and up.
Atlas.
Visionary, Atlas, Solid, Danger. Let's see,
Danger.
Walk and Jam, and then D Rich and Peach, and then Robin opening.
Cool.
So I was fixing to say I'm starting to do that. I had a friend of mine, Nick Haas, hit me up trying to do their CD release show at Scout Bar. I can try to promote that. Like, I'm excited about it. I really am trying to have like these lineups that are all pretty much friends of mine, or like somebody that they know that's a promoter that's not like just a rando or something weird. I'm hoping that I've learned from kind of the years of what we've done. And
There you go. When y'all ready to book
I was fixing to say, whenever y'all want to go to Scout Bar, let me know.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, let's get
dude.
it. Yeah,
For sure.
that's actually the first place I saw them play, man. So yeah, we're put
Watch
something
out, Mike
together.
Zimmer. Brendan's taking
Watch
over.
Shout out Thomas Wilson.
Shout out
Yeah,
Thomas
shout out
Wilson.
Thomas at Scout Bar for letting me do that. Super cool. I'm
Hell
really
yeah, well,
excited.
yeah,
Shout out
man.
to Mike, actually. Mike's the
Shout
reason.
out to Mike.
Oh man, we might have to go ahead and put a little show together or something. That'd be fun, man.
We can, yeah. Just fixing to say, just let me know. Like I said, I'm doing one a month, but I mean, I can start doing more if it's open.
Yeah, for
If
sure.
it's open, that's just up to him.
Hell yeah. Well, shit, man. Before we go, man, where can we find? Where can everybody find you guys' music online?
We have an EP and an album both on Spotify and iTunes. You can find all of those songs individually on YouTube as well. But we also have 2 music videos, one for Reset Restore, one for Courage. We have a lyric video for Leaves Like Paint.
Featuring Ricky Armelino.
Featuring
From
the
This or
man.
the Apocalypse.
And Hawk.
I
And
love-
Ice Nine
and
Kills.
Ice Nine
And
Kills.
Mouth Data.
I love this, and Apocalypse is so good.
Oh, bro, Ricky is so cool. He was
Ricky's
such a
the
blessing
man.
to work with, and we really hope that when we get to go, whenever we can go record again, we
Shout out
definitely
Mouth
want to
Data.
record with him. Yeah, shout out to Mouth Data. It's like his rap project he's got going on as well as all of
Man,
his rock
man
stuff.
dabbles in everything.
Yeah, he's an inspiration. It was fun to watch. I mean, we met him in a very kind of personal situation, and then just kind of watched him afterwards. And he's always kept an eye on us and kept in contact, no matter how much more stuff he's doing or how much bigger he's got going on. So I don't know. I think that's cool. He's definitely a really good person to have in contact.
Sweet.
But yeah, no, that's. I don't even remember the point I was trying to make, but definitely just excited.
An author, a poet.
Yeah, okay, so he was featuring on that as well. Yeah, and our friend Westgood is on Grounded. Sorry, that was like where I was going with that as all.
Oh, yeah.
Those are our 2 features on the record.
All right. Well, hell yeah, guys. I'll definitely be sure to tag all you guys, and plus I'll get your info, and we'll get maybe a link to like upcoming shows
That'd be perfect.
and everything like
yeah.
that. Link to your page, everything like that.
I
All right,
should say,
y'all.
So What Fest, can't wait.
So what fest?
April 27th.
April 27th.
Please
White
come.
Oak Music Hall.
Get
Houston,
your tickets
Texas.
from us.
Support
Buy
your
from
Galveston
locals.
band.
The unknown guy.
The one band from Galveston that will be there.
There it is. There. All right, you guys. Well, appreciate y'all. Artie, you got to sign off.
I don't have dumplings today. Sorry.
There's the sign off. We got Donald Duck in here.
There it is.
No, it's just like
Was that a fart?
I definitely want to say thank you for listening to whoever listens to this, though, for sure. From an author poet. Thank you. Thank you.
Absolutely. All right, you guys. Artists in Depth podcast. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, leave us a little constructive criticism if you like. Let us know what artists you'd like to hear, and be sure to check out An Author, a Poet. Check them out over on Spotify, whatever. You guys on Spotify,
Spotify,
iTunes,
everything.
Music, iTunes, yeah.
everywhere, wherever you
Except
get
for
your music.
SoundCloud. I think SoundCloud has our EP.
rappers.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, if you
Fuck
get,
SoundCloud.
if you get mixed in
Shout
with
out
the
not to
rappers.
SoundCloud.
Yeah, stick to Spotify. That's the best one for sure.
All right, be sure to get your tickets. So What Fest coming up April 27th, White Oak
See.
Music Hall.
See.
All right, you guys. We
Peace.
out. You've been listening to the Artists in Depth podcast, motivating creative minds through artistic exploration. If you like what you're hearing, please be sure to give us a rating or a positive review. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, you can email us at vonpatrickarts@gmail.com. That is VONPATRICK@gmail.com. Thank you very much, and we look forward to talking to you.